Because from choosing your specialty, it will actually help you to actually narrow down on your career path. For example, if you intend being a specialist, for example, maybe you want to be a cardiologist and you go and write prestigious exam in Ireland, can you see that you are just wasting your time, your money, and your resources? Even if you want to be a cardiologist and you go and write Plab UK, can you see that you are just wasting your time, your effort, and your resources? Just a recap, USMLE is United States Medical Licensing Exam and is written if you actually intend practicing in US. Though we have some other countries that actually accept USMLE license exam. I'll be talking about those countries in my subsequent videos. The most common one, again, the next common licensing exam is Plab. It's written if you actually want to practice in the UK. Though we have some other countries as well that actually accept Plab results, like either directly or through a pathway. In my subsequent videos as well, I'll be talking about that. Then the next one I'll be talking about is AMC, that is Australian Medical Licensing Exam. This one as well, I think we have some few countries as well that accept this result as alternative pathway to this or to that. And next on my list is PRESS exam. This PRESS exam is medical licensing exam for Ireland, like if you want to work in Ireland. This is the only exam that I feel like you get out CV, it just did. I have not really seen a country that is actually really accepting this exam. But the only thing I've seen countries that okay may not be like say that they accept is actually the clinical experience from Highland itself. Most countries do not actually recognize prep exam. So this prep exam for Ireland, we have press 1, press 2, and press 3. Press 1 is when you do your Press 1 is not even an exam, is you doing your certification, your evaluation of documents. Press 2 is not exam as well. You can write UK Plab and replace the press 2. And when I was making my results, I was like, okay, why did you now label press 1, press 2, press 3? So press 3 is actually the main exam. And this one, you have to take it in Ireland. It involves OSCE, this clinical, this station road. We say patient, all those, the clinical side of it. So press 1 and press 2 not be exam. So press 3 is not widely accepted. So far, I don't know any country that actually accepts press 3 exam. But the only thing I know is we have a couple of countries that actually accept press 3 Ireland clinical experience. Then the next exam on my list, have swapped it. I'm supposed to do it like this, is MCCQ / NAQ for Canada, right? That one, if you actually intend practicing in Canada, you actually write the MCCQ. So let me arrange it in order of power. The one way gets strong, way get chest, you understand? According to my own opinion, according to my own research. You can be watching me, you should have a different opinion, you should have a different idea. This one, I'm going to arrange it according to my own experience, according to my own, and not, sorry, experience is wrong because I'm not even in medical school yet, so don't let me see experience. This is according to my own deep and selective. Like I told you guys, I've gone through 195 countries that we have in this whole world. I've gone through the immigration pathway, so I'm going to arrange it according to the research where I take C. So the first on my list, priority list, is Oga Ogbogbo USMLE. Then the next one on my list is who is taking the second position? USMLE. Okay, then the next one should be MCQE / NAQ for Canada, right? Then the third one on my list should be Plab and AMC. They are dragging. Share. I don't know which to come first, but I think for the third one on my list should be. Okay, the thing is, in me arranging it in order of priority, there are so many factors. Because the thing is, why I put USA in the first part is either you are like this going to USA or you are like that. They don't really have pathway like that. But for Canada has a whole lot of pathways. Like for US, okay, I'll be talking in subsequent videos like that. So I'm trying to arrange them according to alternative pathway. For example, in Canada, in as much as, okay, for you to do direct matching for Canada, choose CAMS, CARMS, right? You need permanent residence. But if you don't have permanent residence, there are alternative pathways that you can take. So through that alternative pathway, that is when Plab / AMC Highland actually come into place. So you just pass their backyard and I'll go and enter like this, since you don't have permanent residence, or you will use USMLE route to and enter. So somehow, in order of this thing, that's why I said somehow they are interdependent on each other. So the first one I'm going to say is USMLE number 1. Number 2 is Canada MCQ. So MCCQ/NAQ. Like I said, Canada has alternative pathways though, but you can't skip that MCQ. You have to write it. Yes, but they have alternative pathway if you have Plab. So the next one is between Plab and AMC. Which one should come next? Somehow, see, number 3 should be Plab/AMC. Depending on the country you are looking at, both of them, they are this. And then the next one on my list is press. That press gun. The third one on my list is UK/AMC/Plab. No, let me use AMC. So the third one is AMC on my list. Then the fourth one is Plab. Yes. And then the fourth one is press. Even that press, like I said, is not recognized. So I'm going to fling it. And then even prefer Prometric exam for like Qatar or anything and add it to it. So these are the major medical licensing exam worldwide. This is not limited to, like I said, major, because as a medical doctor, as a medical student, what we all look forward to is going to a country where our expertise will be more appreciated, in value high rubber. You understand? In as much as we are doing this for passion, but then money is one of the things that actually keep up going, because without money we cannot think straight. You understand? So those are the major licensing exam for major countries that actually pay well. And when I say major countries, I'm trying to focus on English speaking country, because if I have to look at language countries, maybe like Switzerland, Luxembourg, these countries as well, they actually pay well, but you have to write their licensing exam in their own language. So this one is English version. Nothing concern me with language, you understand? But if you are good in language, God have help you. This one is for my English speaking people. I hope you understand. So now let me rephrase. According to the list of priority, the one that I feel like, according to my, like I said, I don't have experience. I've not written any of this exam before. I am not even in medical school at the moment, but I'm working my way through medical school. But I just decided to make extensive research to know which pathway I will actually be going to streamline my option, and not like I should be here and I should be there, because I can see that when so many doctors actually graduate, they become so confused and all of those things. So the first on my list is USMLE. The next one is Canada MCQE/NAQ. The third one on my list is Australia Medical Licensing Exam. The fourth one on my list is Plab. Then the fifth one is Arab countries Prometric exam. Then the sixth one is Highland Press exam. So why I chose Highland Press exam is because that exam is not recognized anywhere, except I have not seen where it's recognized like that. So instead of wasting my energy and time writing that type of web, the only thing is that Ireland actually pay more as a doctor, general practitioner, than UK. That's why I like Ireland, Timothy Ireland. But their exam, you know, get like I said, press 2. There's nothing like press 2 exam. You have to write Plab to replace it. The country gun, me. I'm like, are you under either you write press 2 or AMC and everything. So why am I actually making this video? I don't know what I'll title this video is that. If you know you're going to be writing any of these exams, what I want to tell you is take a deep breath and calm down. Like I said, I am currently not in medical school, but I am actually working my way to go back to medical school. Like, I used to be in medical school. I dropped out 4 years ago because of money, and now that I've had a taste of how medical school is, I'm trying to do things differently. Because like I told you guys, I dropped out 4 years ago. So of course my colleague that were in the same class then, they actually graduate, and they're looking at their life now. I'm looking at my life. I'm not thinking that if I'd finished medical school then, I would have been stranded by now. So now that I'm trying to go back to medical school, I don't want to be stranded when I graduate. I want to map out my life, plan out everything, and work according to plan. I no one rush. So that's why I'm making this video. Whether you're in medical school, whether you're about to be in medical school, whether you're on your way to clinical, calm down. So I went into deep research. I just entered like this. There's so many things I actually found out. There's so many things that people are not telling us, resident doctors are not telling us, our seniors are not telling us. The only thing they come along and come and say is how to pass USMLE, how to pass MCCQ, how to clinical, how to match, how to clinical. After that, nobody is talking about anything after. But then, if you are following this channel, you people know that I be research queen, because me, I don't like to follow road according to bus stop. I like to first check my final destination, then I'll not be chasing it back to the bus stop because I don't want to hang in the middle. That was how I just sat down. I just traveled far. I went far and wide. I went to Wikipedia, yeah, and I tried to make my research, and I found out a whole lot of things that is not in the internet. The funny thing is, I was able to maybe have a click, I have an idea about these things. When I was making research in one of these fields, I was reading a very long blog post. I was even about to exiting it. That's why I just saw one keyword. I'm like, wait to. No, wait to. No, wait to. So I went online trying to make more research about this thing, and I found very few information. I'm like, no water. The only thing you people will hear is USMLE, residency machine. Can I come after that? After that, okay, if I was seeing this video, I made a video before now where I actually chose my medical specialty, the specialty I actually want. I've chosen it. I've not even entered school. I've chosen my medical specialty, and like I said, with my experience, I've seen so many doctors, not resident doctor, or they are final year doctors, yeah, or maybe internship doctors. They'll be like, they don't even know where they want to specialize. They don't even want to. My dear, you have to know now. You have to start picking now. And for you to know where you specialize, depend on the country you intend going, or the country you want to work. And aside that, depending on don't let me spill everything. Don't let me spill it. So if you want to see the video where I actually chose my specialty, I'll put in the link in my description box, and then I'll title it. I have a playlist I title About Me. I have a video there where I actually chose the specialty. I'll be practicing it as a doctor. Like I said, I've not even gained admission to medical school, but I've already chosen my specialty, and that's because according to my research, my small experience, and all of that. Okay, and afterwards, okay, so let me just be telling you, if you plan to write any of this exam, please take a deep breath and calm down. And then another thing I'll tell you is, because one mistake people actually make is choosing specialty according to money. Like once they see the specialty is paying clinical, okay. First of all, if you plan to work in any of these countries, US / Canada / Australia, right? Those are the highest paying countries, English language countries, highest paying English language countries, right? First of all, even when you're a normal general practitioner, you're going to earn a whole lot of money, of course. But then when you actually specialize, you earn more. But then there's always this clause that comes with specialty that nobody is talking about. It is easy to see the salary online. And then one thing I will tell you is, like I said, USMLE was the first on my list that I ranked as the major baba of exam, right? The most competitive specialty in USA is neurosurgery. Dermatology is not even competitive again. Neurosurgery, plastic surgery. I'm not plastic surgery like that, right? So the thing is, there's this common myth that people used to feel like if you didn't graduate in US, like if you didn't study medicine in US, there's no way you can match into competitive specialty. This is me telling you, bang 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 bang. According to my extensive research, there is nothing like that. Most times when you actually find out that they pick US medical graduate over international medical graduates, because US medical graduates, they actually put in the work compared to you. For example, now let's say two people, they want to match into neurosurgery residency, right? Then this US medical graduate, he studied in US, he has clinical rotation in neurosurgery, he has research, he has everything. And then maybe you studied in UI in Nigeria and everything. Your clinical rotation maybe is in OB1 and G. You don't even have research, you don't have publication, you don't have all those things and clinical, and then you did not have to choose. Or let's even say you even try small, you gotta have clinical rotation in neurosurgery. You understand that it's not the same, because ever and ever they will always recognize the experience to actually gain in their own country. So this is me telling you, if there is any competitive specialty that you want to match into, that you know that this is what you actually want, you have to give in the work according to how your fellow US medical graduate has given in the work, because they are going, see this one. And then another thing I had to learn according to my research is having a great score. USMLE step 1, step 2, step 3, having a great score is fine, but that is not the only criteria they are checking. There are so many mistakes IMGs make, like they just have, oh, I want to have this clinical in step 1, I have to have clinical, in as much as they use your USMLE step code to actually filter out more candidates, right, so that they will have less to interview. That's not the only criteria. There are so many people with lesser USMLE score, and they will match better, faster, easier than those with higher score. So this is me saying, if you have mind, this is not just USMLE, I'm talking about USMLE, I'm talking about Canada one. I know these two for sure. Great score is okay, it's fine for you to have great score, but that is not where the only focus is, because you can have all the day. In fact, if you have 300 over 300 in USMLE, and trust me, somebody that even have 220 and be 240 can match faster than you, even in a competitive specialty. So score is not the only thing that they look at. Score is just one of the criteria for you to even qualify for the matching. One of is not even this thing. So there are so many factors to put in play. So in that field, it's always very better to actually check the residency requirement for your field, for the field you want to this thing and put in the effort. So, and then another thing is, I was actually checking the residency matching for 2023. Yes, yeah, for 2023, and I was amazed. This is actually to back up my claim. I could see some residency program that international medical graduates actually filled better than US medical graduates. So this is me telling you, there's nothing like that stereotype or racism or dislike for black or anything. If you actually put in the work as an international medical graduate, so I put in that extracurricular activities depending on the competitive of your specialty. You go to US, you go and do US Husky, you do this one, you go and do research, you understand your clinical. They're gonna pick you. They're gonna say, like I said, a whole lot of things goes into this residency matching, and it depends on the specialty as well. So I cannot just say generically, but I'm just here to actually just clear their minds that they don't have special law for US international medical graduate. Though we have some programs that they will feel like they prefer somebody that will not need visa, right? But if you actually want it, trust me, they will actually sponsor your visa. So overall, what I'm trying to tell you is, USMLE, MCCQ, any of those things, they are not things that you should. Then another myth I'll be debunking is, should I have titled this video about means? I'll make a proper video about debunking myth about USMLE. Is years of graduation. When I started this research, I always used to have that means. The thing is, usually, right, program directors, they prefer fresh out of school graduate. Like they prefer when you graduate this year, may you match this year. But in real sense, if you know you're not ready for that life, take your time. People are matching after 10 years of graduation. They are matching after 15 years of graduation. They are matching after 21 years of graduation. Like I said, what will actually be a factor is your profile. So don't say because you want to rush, you want to match this year, you go and rush, and then because of that you go and rush and enter a specialty that is not like. For example, now somebody that is trying to match into specialty of maybe let's say internal medicine or emergency medicine, and then because maybe there was no space or something like that, they did supplemental list, and then you just gonna enter pediatrics. Have they told you about pediatrics? Oh my days. Even if they give me pediatrics on a platter of gold, say this girl, call out. Even if you are gonna pay me $1 billion, Nothing can ever make you to do presents. I never enter, but I don't hear the gist. So this is me saying the goal is not for you to just match. It's not for you to just be a resident. Because another thing people don't consider is when you're actually a resident doctor, have you forgotten that before you finish your residency, you are going to write the exam? Hey! Have you forgotten? So residency is just like somebody that does not know maths. You are not good in mathematics, but because that's the only space that is left, you decide to okay, so that it won't be like you didn't match this year. You enter mathematics class. Then after the whole 3, 4, or 5 years, depending on the specialty, my dear, you are going to write mathematics exam. You do not know. And if you don't pass that mathematics exam, you will repeat again. They did not tell you. So you see all those salary you used to see online. US doctor is earning 350k to 50k. My dear, it is after residency. Yes, your residency salary is like maybe 50,000 to max that I've seen. Maybe 70,000 or 70,000 US dollars in US. Residency doctor salary. So the real money is after your residency, and before you can say bam, I'm done with residency, you're going to write an exam. So this is me saying, don't match into a specialty just because of money when you and I know that you're not gonna succeed in that specialty. Don't match into a specialty just because you don't want to have an extra year. This is medicine. Nobody they catch late comer, especially if you intend practicing in US, in UK, in any of these top countries. The goal is after your residency and you actually start working as a doctor, right? Even your 2 years salary is enough to shake the whole world. You are not rushing. Calm down. It's better to take your time and do something and score that goal. Score it once. Then you should keep trying. 4 year, 5 year, 50, and then take your time. Relax. They are not catching late comer. Losing 1 year, taking 2 years, this one. Like I said in my previous video, when I dropped out from medical school, I was not happy and all of that 4 years. But now I am really grateful to God I actually dropped out, because the things I know now, I might not be able, I might not have known them then. Even while in medical school, sometimes people feel overwhelmed. They take a year off, they take 2 years off. It is okay to take time off. It is okay to take your time. Nobody is rushing anybody. But the thing is, if you're not going to match immediately you graduate, make sure you're doing clinical experience, because of course your program director will ask you, okay, after you graduated this year, what were you doing? What were you this thing? So don't make your life useless. So if you're not going to write USMLE sharp or any of this exam, make sure you're doing something more in relevant field to your perspective. And in as much as people say I don't know the field I want to specialize in, I don't really like to listen to that or to hear a medical student say that. Please make research and decide on your specialty, because that will actually help you to go a long way. When I was making my research, I have tons of specialty I wanted to actually specialize in. But when I was making my research and everything, I had to start, I had to start filtering it out. No, sorry, this cannot work. This cannot work. So don't wait till when you graduate. Don't wait till when you want to specialize. Don't, because I've seen a couple of doctors that they've done rotation. They will say they don't even know which one they want. They don't even if you don't know the one you want, pick one first. When you do that one, if you're not okay, you keep shifting. Because even in residency, you can shift. You can do this one. Don't just sit and just be generic. If you want to be generic, then be a general practitioner. Don't just say, I don't even know what I want. I don't even know whether it's this. I don't even know whether it's this. At least when you're in medical school, there are courses you were good at, there were subjects you were good at, there were clinical rotations you hated, there were clinical rotations you liked. From there, you will choose. Don't wait till when Angel Mccqe come and confuse you. Because from choosing your specialty, it will actually help you to actually narrow down on your career path. For example, if you intend being a specialist, for example, maybe you want to be a cardiologist and you go and write pre-STV exam in Ireland, can you see that you are just wasting your time, your money, and your resources? Even if you want to be a cardiologist and you go and write Plab UK, can you see that you are just wasting your time, your effort, and your resources? You understand? So it is not all countries that is specialist friendly. It is not all country that has so that's why I said, before you even start writing any exam at all in this life, any medical licensing exam, choose your specialty first. Yes, after choosing your specialty, that yes, this is what I want, then you start narrowing down. Because from my research, there are some countries that are favorable for specialists. There's some, and aside that, there are some different things I am finding out that I said I've chosen my own specialty. So now, if I want to have my clinical experience in medical school, right, my clinical experience will be in my field, right? If it's OB1G you want, when you've chosen that OB1G, your experience throughout your clinical schools in maybe volunteer will be OB1G related, so that when you want to match, nobody will be asking you plenty questions. Not like you say you want to do OB1G, but then your experience, you have one experience in emergency medicine, you have one in radiology, you have one in clinical, you have one in this thing. After, if you don't match, you say no, they hate international medical. So you have to streamline your options, you have to streamline what you want. And the earlier you choose your specialty, at least during your summer electives, right, it is easy for you to go to that department and say, is this what I want? You have 5 or 6 years medical school, right? If you go for the first year, maybe you want OB1G, no, I don't like OB1G. Next year you rotate in another one, this one too, you rotate in another one. And when you are still, depending if you're doing it in your home country, right, I think you can rotate 1 week or 2 week or any week. And aside that, you can barely just go to hospitals, show them your ID card, or get a letter from your dean that you're a medical student, you want to rotate 1 week here, 1 week here, 1 week there, and just decide, right? And you can also just go online, check the specialty that has been in your mind, check the cons, check the disadvantage. You just have to speak it. I am of the opinion that you choose a specialty before you start writing any exam, because of what I have seen, I have researched about. Please, before you start writing an exam, choose a specialty first, so it will actually help you to actually streamline your options, know what exactly you want, know the country that you want, and if you have that, so take your time. They're not catching late comer. What is saying this thing and all of that. But then if you know you're actually confused and you don't know which specialty is good for you, which is best for you, and every other thing, you can actually secure. You can actually opt for a boost. You can actually opt for a paid consultation with me. Pay your money. I can assist you with choosing your specialty, right? Yeah. So you can choose specialty based on many things. You can choose based on your temperament, based on your likes, based on your dislike, based on money, but don't really advise it. Based on work flexibility. So if you know you have difficulty choosing your specialty, you can actually opt for a paid consultation with me, and I assist you in choosing it. Yes, we got to the end of today's video, and I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.